Alright everybody, let's buckle up, grab our potions, and then toss a coin to your favorite YouTuber, preferably me, because today we're going to be diving into something that I absolutely did not have on my 2025 bingo card, and that's that the Witcher 3 characters are actually invading Sword of Convallaria. Yeah, Geralt, Yennefer, Ciri, and Triss have officially been sucked straight into a tactics RPG, and honestly, that could be like one of the coolest crossovers that we've had in a while. It's that perfect combination of like, wait, what? But also, okay, I definitely, want it. And in today's sponsored video, I do want to tell you all about it, and I definitely do think that's worth a sub as you come and you join the party and you level on up with me. Thank you so much for your sub, your like, and your hype. It just means the world to me. So without further ado, let's jump on back into Iria.
Better to have a Witcher by your side.
Now, I've been covering Sword of Convallaria on the channel for about 2 years now, but if this is your first time experiencing it, please be sure to use the links below in the video description to download it and check it out, because this is actually like a really great game that you shouldn't miss, especially because it's absolutely free on both mobile and PC. So if you like strategy RPGs in the same vein of Final Fantasy Tactics, Tactics Ogre, Sayuki Journey West, or even Vandal Hearts, then this one here is straight up your alley. So now let's go ahead and break down the world, the gameplay, the entire crossover storyline, and then why this little weird portal accident might give us one of the most memorable collab events since the leading man himself found himself knee-deep in Final Fantasy Tactics.
I'd say it's even better to have a sorceress by your side.
Told you, don't like this. We should leave.
If you're out there wondering why Geralt looks so good in pixel art, which, by the way, is an achievement, let's just talk about the world that he's crashing into. The game takes place on this ancient continent called Rodinia, specifically in a small but aggressively unlucky country of Iria. Think of Iria as this guy that just kind of wants to pay off his bills to get his head above water, but then 5 different bills hit him in the face. Yeah, this poor place just really cannot catch a break. The country is rich in luxite, these magical rocks that everyone wants a piece of. The problem is, whenever you got something valuable, powerful people tend to show up and ruin everything. So Iria ends up getting yanked around not only by its neighboring countries, but also political sabotage, religious conflict, ethnic conflict, you name it. It's like a powder keg with a shiny glowing rock on top. The chaos really kicks off with a riot in Wave-Run City, and from there, your character's thrown into a massive, branching, never-ending story full of moral dilemmas and choices that, actually matter. And do not be fooled by the cute pixel art either, because the choices are not, what cake are you going to have at your favorite tea party? It's more along the lines of, whose life are you going to be saving from the gallows? Sword of Convallaria does not shy away from adult themes and morally ambiguous choices, which is what I love about it, and one of the reasons why it stands the test of time. Gameplay-wise, this thing is basically a modern love letter to tactical RPGs, turn-based combat that uses 3D terrain, so elevation actually matters. You can take the high ground, you can gain positional advantages, and you can knock people off the edge. It's glorious. And if you are a tactical nerd like me, watching the enemy AI walk into a perfectly set trap is more satisfying than landing a perfect math skill in Final Fantasy Tactics. Add in Hitoshi Sakimoto composing the soundtrack, yeah, the same guy from Final Fantasy Tactics and Valkyria Chronicles, and the whole game instantly feels like something that you grew up on back on the SNES or even the PlayStation, but it's just kind of remade for the modern age. Then there's the pixel art. It's vibrant, shaded, textured, and it gives every battlefield this almost diorama-like depth. Combine that with a whole roster of mercenaries that you can recruit, train, and emotionally attach yourself to before the story absolutely wrecks them, and you've got a tactical RPG that is way better than a gacha game has any right to be.
Answer this time. Do you trust me?
Which then brings us straight into our star attraction, the crossover event that catapults the Witcher 3 characters straight into Iria like they got lost on a storm while taking the Skelridge ferry. The story kicks off during the Beltane Festival, where Geralt and Yennefer stumble across an ancient elven portal, and obviously decide to jump right on into it because what could possibly go wrong? And of course, the portal spits them directly into the Kingdom of Area, where the collaboration officially kicks off. Once they get there, they run into your party as you're right in the middle of helping out a small village that's just being absolutely terrorized by the Leshen, which is a murderous forest monster that's picking the villagers off one by one. So Geralt jumps in to save the day because, that's pretty much just what he does, but right away, you find that something is off. They defeat the Leshen, then it comes back, so they defeat it again, but then it comes back again. This thing is respawning like it's farming them for drops. Even the crows are flying in confused circles because they don't know what's going on either. But can you figure out what's happening? Can you save the village? And then, can you get back to your own world? Or will Geralt, Yennefer, and the rest of the gang just stay in Iria forever? Play the game to find out. Thankfully, though, it is not just Geralt and Yennefer who made their way into Iria. Ciri and Triss are there too, and each of them come complete with their own unique skills to utilize during battle, as well as unique equipment that you can draw too. Yennefer can create a charming illusion of herself, which deals damage to surrounding enemies and then explodes upon being destroyed. Geralt can drink all sorts of stat-enhancing potions and then do like a whirlwind sword attack to enemies around him. Ciri can charge in front of her, dealing damage to the enemies, and then afterwards teleport to a new tile and attack again. While Triss can rain down fireballs from the heavens, and that there is just scratching the surface of all that they can do, because believe me, they can do so much more. They are fantastic characters that you definitely do want to add to your roster.
So you don't trust me?
Don't trust portals.
That's why I'm the expert.
What does that make me?
What really sets this crossover apart for me, though, is just kind of like how seamlessly it fits into sort of Convallaria's tone. Geralt is not some goofy guest character who shows up to sell banners. The narrative actually respects the moral grayness of the Witcher universe. The pixel art versions of Geralt, Yennefer, Ciri, and Triss just look incredible. The story is serious, the choices matter, and the Leshen mystery feels like actual Witcher content, just happening on a tactical battlefield instead of like an open world swamp of some sort. So if you are a tactics fan, or a Witcher fan, or you just kind of want to see Ciri like blink dash across the tile map like she's doing a speedrun, then this here is absolutely worth checking out. And if Sword of Convallaria keeps on doing crossovers of this quality, yeah, I'm going to be here to cover every single one of them. So if you enjoyed this breakdown and you want more RPG news, reviews, and just kind of like whatever wild crossovers happen next, be sure to level up and join my party by subscribing, because it really does help me out and it also helps out to support the channel. And hey, toss a coin, or a like my way if you are hyped for pixel art Geralt. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a good day.